Hey everybody, Raymond here. Welcome to Live Sales and Crafting Down South. My segment of the night. I'm closing this out tonight, and it is Flocktail Hour. What is Flocktail Hour? It's my segment every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I come on, we hang out, we have us a good old time. Sometimes there's a keyword. Sometimes there's not. But every time that keyword is said, whatever the keyword is, we have us a drink. Simple. I'm going to get myself pulled up over here, and while I do that, if you're seeing this part, it's probably a replay. Go ahead and hashtag replay down below. Let me know who you are, how you found out about me, and what brought you to me today. All right? I'm going to get myself pulled up, and I'll be right back. And we're up. Hey, Heidi, how you doing? I'm good. I'm doing good today. And what about yourself? We got us a fun little project planned for tonight. Using all items from the Dollar Tree. I pulled a few extra items that aren't from the Dollar Tree, but they're left over from other projects. So technically they were kind of free products, so I could still use them, possibly. Hello, ma'am. How are you? I haven't talked to you like in days. And it's my fault. I have a lot going on up here. Hey, Albert. Y'all may hear Corey laughing and giggling and stuff because his podcast is now recording at the same time I'm on. So he's in his office, which is over there. Not right there, but like there's a room, then his room. But I can hear him. Hey, Tassie. Hey, Q. Crazy. Yeah. So yeah, tonight we are doing us a Dollar Tree project. But we're going to make it now look like a Dollar Tree project. So that's pretty great. I got some pretty good stuff laid out. My back was itching. Ooh, you had a good sale then, I'm assuming. So what else has been going on, y'all? There's nobody after us, so we can chat until some more people fall in. I'm actually going to share myself out. I haven't done that yet. Move that so I don't burn myself. I'm not typing. Hey Jay Woods. Ma'am, I'll have to invoice you. I mean, not invoice you. I'm not going to invoice you for that. I'll have to inbox you that because it's on YouTube, but I don't know what it's called. I know it's horrible of me. He tells me all the time and I always forget. Oh, food truck. Let's spell the words right. There we go. What was on your favorite food truck? Hey, Judy. So, let me tell y'all what I got to do this week. Well, technically last week and this week. There's only a few of y'all here, but I'll tell you anyways. So last week, first off, y'all know what I do for a living. My full-time job, I design and sell furniture. There is a magazine that covers South Louisiana. And every year, hey Sharon, every year they do an article about our store and what we do and all that kind of stuff. This year they focused on our reclaimed wood projects. Hey Jenna. So this year they focused on our reclaimed woods, like all the old stuff that we incorporate with new, how we work metal in, how we sit with the customer and design pieces from start to finish, how we help them with colors, all that kind of stuff. Well, come to find out after we did the interview with them last week that they're focusing on our reclaimed wood line and all that kind of stuff, and me. So they came to take my pictures and stuff this week, so I'm going to be featured in a magazine in my design work. So I thought that's pretty cool. I mean, it's not touching on what I do here with you guys, but it's what I do in my everyday work job. So I thought that was really cool. So I'll be sure and share the picture, like the article and stuff, when it's done. Hey Jess. I'm assuming this is Jess, not Rich. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool that I'm going to be featured in a magazine. So yeah. Right, Judy? I thought it was really cool. Hey, Cheryl. Thanks, Jenna. I sure will. I sure will. I'm anxious to see the pictures because I didn't get to, like, some photographers will show you the pictures as they take them. She did not. She was just like, do this, stand there. I was like, okay. So yeah, it was strange because I couldn't see. I'm so used to like putting my phone up and being like, not really that, but so I couldn't see the picture. So I don't know what they're gonna look like, but that's pretty cool. Thanks, Tassie. Thanks, Sharon. So, do y'all want to see what we're gonna make tonight? I've done the candlestick arrangements with y'all before. I've never done a lantern, I don't think. Or did we? We might have done a lantern last year for Halloween. I can't remember. But we are going to do... Thanks, ma'am. Thanks, Heidi. So tonight we're going to do a... Thanks, Jay Woods. I will share it for sure. It's supposed to be the June issue, so it should be out. I probably will get a copy the first week of June. They typically drop the magazines off the 1st or 2nd of June, so. So yeah, I'm pretty sure now that I think about it, we did a lantern arrangement, a lantern piece last fall. Pretty sure. But we're going to do one tonight for patriotic, so red, white, and blue. And everything. Hey, Stephanie. Good to see you. Hey, sweet tea. So everything we're going to use tonight, for the most part, is from Dollar Tree. I do have some leftover supplies from another project. Hey, Miss P, that we might use some of. But if we do use those, I think it's okay because they're leftover supplies. So it was like, I didn't buy them for this project. And you could do the project without them, if that makes sense. All right? So I'm going to pull my lantern up because we've all seen the gold and black lanterns that they have at Dollar Tree. They have a new lantern. And I have already put my styrofoam on the top and my moss. This is a lantern from Dollar Tree. It is just over 5 inches wide, and it's 13.2 inches tall. And it was $5. There's the barcode. But y'all, I thought this was a beautiful lantern to be from the Dollar Tree. I mean, it does not have glass or plastic like the other ones. But you can open it. So I'm going to open it. This is also from the Dollar Tree. It's plastic, but it also feels, I think it actually might be wax because you can like leave lines in it. And it does flicker. Hey, Peggy. Hey, Sandy. So I will say the one thing I noticed is I probably should have paid better attention. Hey, Marianne, is these actually, there's hinges here on the back and there's a lock on the front. Well, they're not very put on very well. So it is what it is. I'm going to put my candle in there so that I don't have to do it afterwards. So we got our candle in, and I can always just lift it. Right? It's a good one to be from there. Hey, Vam. So that'll flicker nice in there, and you don't even have to open it to do it. So now if I can get it turned back off. There we go. Don't want to waste the battery. So yeah, Dollar Tree lantern. Hola, Liza. And like I said, this is from Dollar Tree. I'm going to try to screw those in tighter. I think that's all it is. I think they just didn't screw the screws in all the way, because they don't look like they're screwed in all the way. So we're going to turn this into a fabulousness thing. All right. So first thing I want to do is we're going to make a bow first. Okay. So let me put this on the floor. I typically would put my florals on first. Hey, Candy. But in this instance, I want to go ahead and go with my ribbon first. That way I know exactly how to put everything on there. You know what I mean? Hey, Monica. Haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? These are all Dollar Tree ribbons. Red, white, and blue with stars. White with two-tone stars. White with red, white, and two different blue stars. Hey, Jenny. And a plaid. We're going to call this Patriotic Stepmother. So if somebody wants to tell Sam, I know she's at the theater, but she is in the booth. If anybody wants to tell Sam, just tell her I'm using Patriotic Stepmom plaid. That should make her proud. That's great to hear, Monica. I will be driving through your area in a few months. So we're going to use these 3 ribbons. I have a blue ribbon that is not from Dollar Tree. They had no blue ribbon. Well, they had one, but it looked like blue jeans, and I didn't care for it. And it didn't look wired, even though it said it was, so I'm sure it was a really bad wire. So, because this is my favorite, these are $1.25. There's 3 yards on a roll. 3 yards. 3 yards. So we all know Dollar Tree ribbon is not the best of the ribbons, but... Oh, really? Huh. We are going... Monica, I'm going to Orlando in July, and we're doing... Fake Baker's Gone Wild, and we're doing Disney, Universal, and maybe Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom is up for debate. So, y'all, should we do this as the back ribbon, this is the middle ribbon, and then the stars? I'm thinking this needs to be the middle ribbon, but what do y'all think? I might have to go check my Walmart tomorrow. I don't think I've been to Walmart in like 2 weeks. Yeah, I feel like that needs to... That one, that one, that one. Awesome, Jenny. Are we in agreement that back, middle, top? I just think that might look better, because it breaks up the whites. Hello, Brenda. Yeah, okay, good. Alright, so what we're going to do is build our bow. I'm not doing a big, huge, over-the-top bow. We're just going to do a simple bow. This ribbon can actually work either way. I call that a reversible ribbon. We're literally just going to do 2 loops of each. I'm going to pinch that down. Close enough. We're going to do some tails. About right there. Hola, Marcella. So, Miss P, I was hoping that I would have been able to surprise you this week, to be honest with you, now that I know I can't. No one really knows about what's going on, but I'll tell you all. My sister, who we've talked about here before, we all know that she has kidney issues. Well, she took a fall a few weeks ago. And when she took her fall, they did a MRI and a CAT scan and found, hey, Carly girl, I was hoping, but I didn't get to come home. It just didn't work out to where I could come. Anyways, so she took a fall, and they found on the MRI, they found something wrong with her neck. Wasn't quite sure what it was, or we weren't told what it was right away. Well, come to find out that sometimes in the last 14 years since her last MRI, she has severely fractured her neck. So right in the middle of her neck, one of her vertebrae sits about a ½ inch behind the other ones. Hey, 3A. And because of everything else that's going on with her, she has bone deterioration and some other damage there also. So she had to have emergency surgery Tuesday to hopefully repair the issue. It was going to be a front surgery and a back surgery where they're going through the front and the back. Well, they got in to do the front through the front area and found out that the main artery to her brain and some of her veins are all twisted into the bone stuff, like into parts of the where the bone is all messed up. I haven't heard the exact wordage, but that's from what I'm gathering. My sister, 3A. So they are not going to be able to do the second surgery. All they did was the first surgery, which is where they went in through the front, cleaned out all the gunk that they could and all the messed up areas, and replaced 2 vertebrae, the one that was damaged and the one right below it. They had to take it out in order to clean the area. She seems to be in good spirits, but she's going to have to be in the neck brace for, I think they said 6 months or something like that. Maybe I might have misheard that part. Hey, Mama Jones. So I was hoping to come home for that, Miss P, but I didn't get to. But we will be there at some point this summer. At some point. And it may be a quick trip there. Actually, all my family is trying to come here in August. Trying to, anyway. We're not sure if she'll be able to travel, but we're hoping she can. So I'm going to take a zip tie, and I'm putting my 2 bows together with the zip tie. Thank you, Mama Jones. So yeah, that's been going on this week. I've had that on my mind. I found out about it on last Friday. Thank y'all. It was risky that they even wanted to do the surgery because of the conditions that she's in already. But they did, and they said the surgery they think went really well, so that's good. Thank you, Mama Jones. Anybody see where I put my purple scissors? They're right here. So that's been going on. I would have missed my photo shoot too. Alright, like I said, we're just doing a pretty basic bow. It's not exactly perfect, but it works. And we're going to do this ribbon in the center. Got off the back of my zip tie. Now this one we actually are going to put on with the wire. Good. Glad he's doing good. Thank y'all. She probably did. Since she's at the theater. She probably took him to the theater. That's right, she did. So for the middle of my bows, I know a lot of people just like to do another bow. I was just going to show y'all a wreath and it's not right there. Don't know what I was thinking. I'm actually doing something different. I like to take my ribbon, make a circle, because this is a one-sided ribbon. I got to twist my ribbon. No, I don't. No, I don't. We're going to make a second loop that's a little bit bigger. And then we're going to make our tail. Sometimes on a bigger one, I will do multiple. Now, these are not the right scissors. I keep picking up the wrong ones. Sometimes on my bigger wreaths and things, I'll do the same concept for the middle of my bows, except I do 3 loops opposed to 2. Now I'm going to go in and this, instead of cutting it even, I'm going to cut it a little different so I get 3 different lengths there. So my middle has, well, 2 of them ended up the same and 1 ended up not the same. I'm going to cut one of those a little shorter. And I'm cutting them at an angle. So once I get this on there, I'll show you how we're going to make that look different. I'm so sorry, Monica. So sorry to hear that. Thanks, Maricela. Alright, now we're just going to work this bow, this little loopy thing right here in the middle. Like I said, I'm putting this one on with a wire. Alright, so it's a very simple, basic bow, right? We'll dovetail these. Now this section here, I take it, and I kind of turn them opposite of each other. Like that. Just to give a little something something there. It has been a long day. And once we get it on and everything's done, then we'll dovetail our ends. But that's not a bad looking bow to be from Dollar Tree Ribbon, y'all. I actually love this one a lot. Let me bring my lantern back up. So right here is my lock. I want that on the front. And I think I want to put my bow on the side right here. That's what I'm thinking. Hey Wayne, how you doing? But before I put my bow on, we're actually going to use another thing I got from the Dollar Tree. It's the 2 wooden stars. These are actually really pretty stars. And it's got the Stars and Stripes Forever. Or it just says Stars and Stripes. It's on jute, so we know that Sam can't be around it. And I want to put this, you're not going to see it really, but I want to put it like right here. And then I might do something where the stars are on there, like stay on there. Because the bow's going to cover a lot of that unless we put it, let me put my bow back up. We could do it like that. Jellyfish! I did not see you, friend. I'm sorry. So do we want to do the stars here or under it? And we actually might cut these. Thank you, Candy. We may cut these even shorter. I kind of think I like it being in the bow like that instead of under the bow. So what I'll do is I'll wire my bow on and then we'll attach it. I'm going to turn it towards me so I can make sure it's where I want it. I am actually going to use a U-pin, a floral U-pin, to attach the piece on with. This is a U-pin, shaped like a U. Most people use it to put mesh, to put this stuff on, like your moss and stuff on. I'm going to try to pull that through the middle of the piece. I'm going to turn it the way I need it. And we will be, I think we are definitely going to cut some of these ribbons down to where they're not so long. Because right now they really do cover up most of the front of the lantern. So I think we're going to cut them down. Thank you, Jilly. See, now it's turned too much to the side. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and start building our floral on there. I'm going to stand up, I think. No, I'm not. So we're going to be using, like I said, everything is from the Dollar Tree. These are white Cosmos from the Dollar Tree. We're going to start with those first. I do have my glue gun and not my glue pot today. Because I forgot to plug in my glue pot. And I'm going to start higher in the back and work my way around with some lower. I'm going to use my big ones first. I wanted that one tall. I'm going to cut this one a little bit shorter. Hey, Madam Mix-a-Lot. My mind went blank for a second. Like, I don't know why my mind went blank, but it did. And again, I'm just going in, trimming some of the length off before we put them on. Typically, in a project like this, a lot of times I do start with my I don't know why that flower is not wanting to turn right. A lot of times I start with my greenery first, but on this one I really wanted to start with these flowers and then start the greenery. Hey, sweetums, how are you? Can't believe you're still awake and able to come see me tonight. I do not steam my flowers. I know a lot of people do. Nothing wrong with it. Um, I don't. And I don't think there's a reason I don't, other than I never have. So that would be the only reason I don't, I guess, is that I never have. I'm going to save this one till the end. And so right now I have no idea what it really looks like because I'm seeing the back of it. I'm watching myself on camera to see what I'm doing. So I've got the fake eucalyptus. I've already pre-cut them. I'm going to go in and cut them into smaller sections. I'm making it to be pretty much cutting the stems in half. So if there's 4 on the stem, I'm cutting in the middle of those. If there's 3 on the stem, I'm cutting at the top of the second one. So like this was a stem, I cut it under right there. So now I have 2 pieces from that same cut. Now, one thing I wish I would have done different is I kind of wish I would have used a different styrofoam than I used. I didn't use, I wish I would have used more styrofoam. That's what I'm trying to say. I definitely could have used more. Hey, Holly. I'm back here, I promise. I'm hiding behind the flowers. I'm pretty much building up, and then we're going to add some hangy down. And it probably would be a great idea if you don't hot glue your fingers to your moss. In case anybody was wondering, that's probably not a good option. I have more. That one was shaped different than the rest of them. Did you take him to get chicken afterwards? Or is that only tomorrow? Peekaboo. Because I'm sure if you took him to get chicken, he probably would not be as upset. Miss Mosses. I mean, I'm not your real mom. You're his real mom. But chicken would probably help. I'm just saying. It would help me. See me. Ow. You can definitely tell I just put a new glue stick in. Okay. Now I've got some singles left. Just 3 little singles. I'm going to keep those till the end. Those will be filler. Now we're going to go in with this bush I got, which has some other greeneries and some red berries. I'm going to trim them down slightly. I understand that. Hey, Christy. How you doing? Hey, Shay. We're just making a quick little easy arrangement tonight. Nothing wild and crazy. Something with a little patrioticness to it. I did not glue the moss down. I used the U-pins instead of glue. I tried my best in most instances to not hot glue the moss down because it makes it too hard to get your picks in my opinion. It makes it way too hard to get stuff to go in when there's so much hot glue. Thank you. And if y'all know, I don't typically do much patriotic. It's not that I don't care. It's just that's not what I typically would do. And I've actually got 2 different patriotic projects planned as of right now. Actually, no, there's 3. I have a clay project planned. I have... Well, that didn't even go in the styrofoam. So I have a clay project planned, a wreath, and this. So yeah, that makes 3. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of U-pins. I have noticed that like the local stores like Michael's and Hobby Lobby, they've gotten harder to find there, at ours anyways. Luckily, I ordered a bunch from Temu a while back, so I still have those. I think I'm down to like my last 2 of them, 2 boxes, but yeah, we're definitely going to trim that bow down, y'all, because it's really too big. Too big for my taste. I'm going to go ahead and do that now because it's bothering me. Hey, D. How you doing? Yeah, I already like it better with the trim shorter. I can't get my arm right for that one, y'all. Hey, Linda. You found some at Walmart, Albert? Okay. When I go look at the ribbon sale tomorrow, I will check that out. Yeah, I definitely like it better with the bow cut short. You can actually see part of the lantern now. Yeah, I definitely like that better. It's a tree ball. Can you see him back there? He has his ice cream cone now, too. Finally. I finally gave him his ice cream. The balls came from Marie's D-Stash sale a while back. Hey, Wendy, darling. Thank you, Miss P. I promise I'm back here, Wendy. Hey. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you for the stars. Oh, wow. That's a great price on Amazon for Amazon. Everything I used tonight came from Dollar Tree. Yep. Everything I'm using tonight came from Dollar Tree. They say this is lilac. It's blue. And we're going to not say this is lilac. We're going to call this blue bonnets because it's not lilac. It may be, but I'm saying it's blue bonnets because that makes me feel better about it. Need to find my longest one. Thank you, Wendy. Does she? Okay. I know she did at one time, but I wasn't sure if she still did. But yeah, I got mine from a D-Stash from Marie. And when it comes to things like the lilacs and all that, lilacs, when it comes to like lilac, blue bonnets, any tall, skinny flower, I tend to put them in clusters of 2 or 3. That's just the thing that I have in my head is that they have to be in clusters. I actually want to put one right here. I have another bunch of these if I need them. Thanks, Albert. Corey must just had to go do something with the dogs because I heard him just shut his office door for a second time. If I can get this in there. Yeah, I wanted that. I wanted some down right there. I think we're going to have to use the second bunch. I think I am going to have to cut the second bunch of these. It really is. These were not what I wanted, but it's what I could find, you know? But yeah, this is not what I was originally wanting to use. Hey Tamara! I really wanted blue hydrangeas is what I actually wanted. But there were none to be found. that weren't baby blue. And I didn't want baby blue. Not those anyways. Alright. So that's where we're at right now. Like I said, the bow is off to the side. I can turn it slightly if I need to. So y'all can't even really see the top. So y'all can't even really see my blue bonnets up there. So now, let me move that to the side. I have these. These are pink. Are we going to use them? No. But let me show you what we're going to do. This looks like beaded grass. We are actually going to take the beaded grass and the tall grass and we're going to use it. But we're not going to use the actual pink parts. So what we're going to do is take our needle nose. These are not my good needle nose. These are the ones I can't get opened. I can close them, but I can't open them. It's weird. We're going to pinch it and roll it. That would make sense. I could see that. 3A. So what it does is it makes a little loop at the top so that we can push these up and use that as a greenery. So I'm going to cut all these off. You could also just get a bush of bead grass if you wanted this look. But like I said, I was trying to keep everything Dollar Tree as much as I could. I could definitely color them, yeah. But I'm not. Because Raymond is lazy when it comes to that. That's time I could be spending doing something else. Because I'm busy. I stay busy, y'all. I literally have 2 tutorials I'm recording right now. One for Sweet Success Studio and one for an attachment. And on top of that, I have 2 new cakes that I'm working on. So I've got a lot going on. And we're getting ready to have our event. The next Mischief Makers event is next month. So I've been working on that. So I've been busy, y'all. Corey and his podcast people are loud. I'm glad y'all can't hear them, but I can. Thank you, Tamara. All right. So, yeah, a lot of work for just that. But it's $1.25, you know? So I want to put some coming down here with this other stuff down here. Oh, now I want to put one down here. And then we're going to build some up on the left-hand side also. I'm going to use my longest one to put over here. Chico, LA. I don't know anything. I don't know. I've never heard of Chico, LA. That I can recall. So it just adds that little bit of green coming down here at the bottom. I'll show you. Q. No, ma'am. Hey, Ramona Budo. So see, it just gives it that little bit of greenery hanging down on the side. Now I need to find my next largest one, which should be this one, because it's going to go over here on this side. That's too funny, Q. So it puts a little bit coming at the top. Thank you, Christy. It's not traditional Raymond by any means, but it's not bad. Sometimes we have to go outside of our norm. And I did have, when I asked, people did say they wanted to see some patriotic. So I obliged. And my goal every time I do a project that is Dollar Tree, I try my best to make sure that when it's done, you can't look at it and be like, well, that's definitely a Dollar Tree project. You know, I try my best to do that. I still got quite a bit of area to fill in, but we got stuff to do that with. That didn't quite go where I wanted it to, but it's alright. It works. Alright. So on the back, we still got a lot of space. Alright, our next thing we're adding in are these. They're light blue. These are also from the Dollar Tree. Yes, Tamara. Everything so far has came from the Dollar Tree. The lantern is a wood look lantern. It is in the plus section and it's $5. And I have the barcode here somewhere. That is the Dollar Tree barcode for the lantern. So 3A. They go through phases. So I will say it like this. Not all of their florals have stepped up. What I call filler bushes, stuff like this, has definitely stepped up. They do have, there's a few flowers that I will say, oh, well, that's a better quality, you know? Right. Exactly, Albert. So their filler stuff like this definitely is better. No problem, Tamara. I know that ordering from Dollar Tree online sucks because you have of how much you have to order of stuff. But if it's things like greenery and those type of things, honestly, order the case. You're going to use it, especially if it's a good looking filler bush. Order the case, have it shipped to the store, and you get free delivery that way. Huh. I have never heard of that. Well, I might have to look that up. I do love me a good bayou. Or as Blanche Devereaux said, I do have a deep affection for a bayou. Then she says she became a lady on one. The second time. Are you about to move there, Tamara? Just playing. I know you're not, but... Another good thing to do would be not to break your floral. To rip your floral. Just saying. Because I just did that somehow. I just ripped the plastic off of my floral. So I'm going to put that one to the side. Oh, cool. That's what you were thinking? That's pretty cool. Let's try this again without breaking it. There we go. Right, my little heavy hands. And I don't know when my little heavy hands became such heavy little hands. I mean, y'all wouldn't believe it, but these heavy hands used to do a lot of fighting back in the day. Believe it or not. I know that y'all would never believe that, but it's true. All right. Now let's go and grab our leftover flowers here. Now that I've got most of my stuff in, I can see where I want to fill in. That was perfect right there. That works right there. I promise I'm still back here. I do have a few little areas I'm going to have to kind of maneuver some pieces in there, in there to make it work the way I want it to. Awesome. Just let me know. And if it's anywhere in my area, I'll come find you. All right, after we put this last piece right here in, I'm going to show you some other options I have and see what your opinions of them are. It's some things that I'm not crazy about, but that could actually work. All right, so there we are. I'm going to try to hold it forward. It's looking cute. I should have probably had a higher angle today on my camera. Actually, hold on, y'all. Can't see as much as the table, but that's okay. There, that gives you a little bit better view of what we're doing. All right, so let me show you these other options. I got these. I know they're yellow, but the inside of the white flower is yellow. Do we want to add the yellow? I can trim them down where they're not as big. So that's the yellow. And if we do, I have some of this greenery that I would add, maybe trailing down the side, and use it also to kind of fill in some areas. And this is a bush I have left over from another project. It's just like a fern. Oh, that's not bad at all, Tisha. So do I want to add in the yellow and some of the fern? Like the yellow, I think would be okay because of the yellow in the flowers. And the fern would just be more of a filler to fill in some of the empty area. I'm going to cut one off and we'll see what it looks like. So this would be if I did not trim it at all. I'm just going to put it in there to see. This one I'm going to trim. I'm going to turn it towards me so I can see what I'm doing. I actually don't think I mind the yellow guys, after all. Night, sweetum. See you tomorrow. I don't think I mind the yellow. I'm going to trim a piece of the fern and we'll do the same thing. The fern is a pusher. You do not have to push it, but it is a pusher. And I think I'm going to do a few pieces of it in the back to kind of fill in that area back there. And I will add a little bit of yellow in the back also. Now, something you can do if you want, if you don't want to use the whole bush, and it's a pusher, right? Like these are, you can take some of the pieces off. You can take a U-pin. Let me move this inside. You can take a U-pin, take your fern leaf, that's weird. Pull that off. You can put these on your U-pin and stick them in that way with your U-pin. And all that does is it helps you not have the stems, for one. But now you can have the fern, the pieces of the fern hanging if you want. Or you can take your piece here and do like we did before. Put it back on the stick. Cut it where you want it. Hook it over. And that way it's on a wire. So I'm fixing to put this piece over here. That wire is actually still too long. And I'm putting this one right in here. Like that. This longer piece here that looks kind of like a it looks like foxtail fern to me. I'm actually going to put right here in the middle more. Kind of right in the center. We'll cut some of these yellow to put on the back. And I'm kind of thinking I might want to put a piece of the yellow hanging on the long side over here also. To kind of go with the other stuff that's hanging there. Remember, I've not glued any of the yellow in yet. So all of that can be changed if needed. If I decide I don't like it. I do like that one hanging there though, to be quite honest. I do like the yellow hanging down below the blues. cut this one down. Thank you, Wendy, darling. Got like this whole little cascade going on the side over here that I like. I still need to cover up the back right here. I need to put something right here in that area. But there we go. And I'm going to turn it on just to see, but y'all can't really tell it. But it does light up. But there we have it. But yeah, I need to go in and fill this area in here. A little bit more around the back. But I think I like it. I'll lower this back down some. Like right there. There we go. Yeah. So, again, pretty much all of this came from the Dollar Tree, guys. So, really, just remember, it can come from the Dollar Tree, and you can make it look as good as you want to. I think I've been hearing that a lot, that somebody else will say, oh, Sam from Samalam was saying that hers went all over the place before she got it. Yeah, I've had that happen to people. I've shipped something to South Louisiana and it went to Texas twice before she got it. And she's only like an hour and a half from me. Oh. Do we want these? Do we want to add stars? We don't have to add the stars, but do we want to? I don't love the stars, but it's because they're glittered. That's the only reason. Now let me fix this red one. I don't like its location. There. So we've got a blue star, a white star, and 2 red stars. So there is our patriotic centerpiece. Stars and stripes. Stars and stripes. Makes sense. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will get some pictures posted. I'll take some pictures, let me say that, and get those posted for you guys. I owe you guys a live for my 31 days of content lives. Now, I'm not doing 31 days of lives, but my project for that, I still owe y'all that project. So maybe this weekend, after I finish recording my tutorials that I've got to do, I get that done for you. Um, keep your eye open for some info coming soon about the birthday anniversary celebration that is Raymond. That happens in August. Keep your eye open for that. I can't wait for y'all to see how this year's going. What else? Don't forget, tomorrow we have Friday's Fabulous Bakers, the Spanglish Amigas. This weekend, I'm not sure if there's any events this weekend that I can think of. Sam, I think, may be having a live sale. Somebody's having a live sale Saturday, but I can't remember who. Hey, Maricel, are you going on tonight? Because I know sometimes you go live after me. I think that's about it. That I can... Oh, I know what I forgot to put in here now, y'all. Thank you, Tisha. I had cut up a piece of ficus. All right, Marcella is going on tonight at 8:30. I had cut up a piece of ficus to help fill in gaps. We got 14 minutes till Maricela comes on, so I'm going to put this in there real quick. Because I really did want this in there. This was not from the Dollar Tree, obviously. This was left over. But I wanted that ficus leaf in there. I have grown to love ficus. Which is weird, because I didn't used to like ficus. Okay, so Sam is having a live sale on Saturday, guys. I thought she was, but for some reason I couldn't remember. Y'all know what else I have started to love that I never liked before? Olive trees. Like the olive branches. Yeah. I've really started to like those a lot. And I'm going to say it's because I had to Google it the other day when Lauren from G&G Holiday Decor said that she bought an 8-foot olive tree. So I Googled it, and then I was like, oh my God, I think I now need olive trees. Thank you, Maricela. I actually got my package from you today, Maricela. I forgot to tell you that. I haven't opened it yet. Ficus just works as a really good filler. And I should be using it a lot more here in the back, but I haven't, so. My light and airy arrangement has turned into be very full. I was going for light and airy, but clearly I don't know how to do light and airy. Alright, I'm going to stop for right now because if I don't, I'm just going to keep adding and adding and adding. But yeah, just that little bit of ficus in there, y'all. Just that little bit in there. I'm going to add a little piece in the middle too, but. Alright, so I'm going to let you guys go now. I'm going to fix me some food so I can watch Maricela while I eat. And until I see you guys again, be wonderful, make something wonderful, and live happily ever crafter. Bye, y'all. Well, and slow connection popped up, so now we have to wait. There we go. Okay, bye, you guys.